All right, you guys. Happy Wednesday. It's Tuesday for us. There's Tana Bear. We're headed to her GI appointment. I did set it in the morning for 9:15. Yesterday, that was too much. There's a lot going on, so just moved it. And yeah, we'll see what's what up here. I'm wondering if they're gonna be happy with her weight gain or not. So that's what I'm really concerned about. But we shall see. There we go, my angle. Way up in the air. So we just weighed her. She gained weight since she's last been here. I'm not sure if it's enough, so the doctor will tell us if we are doing a great job with weight gain or not. Not sure. I always have trouble. All right. I wonder if y'all can see me here. I always have problems angling my camera off of people. I can't film any medical professionals. Bless you, Tana Bear. Oh yeah, she's starting to interact with me now and smile. It's the cutest thing ever. So I'll probably do that with her and get some more smiling pictures. I used to have to kind of catch her sneaking and smiling, but now she like looks at you and she just gives the biggest grin ever. She just started last night, so we've been up all night playing smile at your mommy. Alright, so I guess this is as good as it's gonna get. Let me save my battery life and wait on Dr. Keith to come in.
You can take a look at that one. I'm looking fresh. She looks so lonely after that. Hi, girlfriend. Hi, it's me. Hi. 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 Oh, goodness gracious. Hi. Have you seen Dr. Bach yet?
Yes, we got released from him. He didn't change that out. He told me he recommends it get changed out in a month. I saw him last week and I was like, I don't know about that because Dr. Keith was like, she needs the bigger one. So I was gonna see what you recommend.
Well, you can change it out. You can change it out. You can just change it out to a bigger one.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so
So we can do that.
he left that one in, but he said it.
Oh, he left it in?
Yeah, he didn't change it.
Yeah, did he
From
take
the
it out,
original.
look at it, and put it back in, or what did
No,
he do? Okay,
he
didn't
just
touch
looked
it.
around it.
Got it.
And he said, "Oh, you're almost too big for this now."
Okay,
And
so
he said,
the
"But I'll
same
wait
thing.
a month." Yeah.
Hi. So, he said he would change it out a month from.
He said he would suggest we change it out. He said I could change it out or get you guys
We'll
to
do
change it out.
with
Okay.
you, right?
Okay.
I don't want you to.
Yeah, I don't
be
want
like,
to.
Here's a tube. Go figure it out.
Yeah, 'cause
we'll do it. Well, we'll walk you through.
I do have the everything though at home.
Okay. Good. So you got one of those, and it looks really good. Yes, it does. Oh yes, and this is so soft. Yes. Your cheeks are a little dry. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. They're a little dry. You're still chunky monkey. Okay.
I don't know what to put on her. The baby lotions aren't doing much for us. So she's probably, you think that's eczema?
I don't know. That may be a little eczema. What's your primary care pediatrician say?
She hasn't been dry yet since we've seen her. We go back here in a couple weeks though to Stacey Abraham and
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm probably gonna go up to Vaseline right now. I'm using Baby Dove It's okay for a few hours, but she dries out. Or I was thinking about Vaseline until I can get to her.
You got her up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw Dr. Black last week and
Yes.
was released from his care.
Yes.
And that was Med City guy, right?
Yes.
Dr. Black, Med City surgeon, released from care and did not change.
No.
Did not change her treatment. Okay. Her mom recommended to change a month after seeing him. Okay. So we need to put that on our to-do, right?
Yes.
And you have extra tubes at home, right?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. Okay. And you have the same size, 12 French 1.2s?
I believe so, and I think I got a newer one in. No, he wrote me a prescription for a bigger one.
He did?
Yes.
He gave you a
I have
prescription for a little bit bigger?
Yeah. So I haven't gotten it yet. Just
For a 1.4? Or
I
a
don't.
1.
Dang, I didn't
Okay.
bring it. I don't remember what it is.
Okay.
He said it was one size up, whatever
Yeah.
that means. Okay.
Okay. Tell me your feeding regimen right now.
Still the every 3 hours, 2, 5, 8, and 11, and she's getting 2 ounces.
2, 3 hours. What time?
2, 5, 8, 11.
2 a.m.
Mhm.
2, 5, 8, 11, and then you repeat that
Yes,
for the p.m.
for the PM. Yeah.
2, 5, 8, 11, 2, 5, 8, 11, so in total 8 feeds a day. And you're doing 2 ounces?
Yes.
Okay.
At the 24 calorie
Uh-huh.
Neosure, which I am almost out of. I went to purchase it and there's no more. So I got the pre-made liquid bottle of the Neosure formula, but
That's
it's
got
not the
less
24.
calories.
Yeah,
That's
but
not gonna-
that's
that's
all
not
that's
gonna
on
work.
there. Yeah,
What
they
happened?
keep denying me for even with the script. My insurance keeps denying getting the formula from medical supplies plus supplies, or however you say.
That's a problem.
Yeah, so don't know what to do with that, but I figure, she needs to eat, so I just grabbed what I could, which were the pre-made bottles, and I was thinking maybe give her just more per serving, or
Have you started the pre-made?
no, not yet. I'm almost there. I'm almost out, and I need to check. I think Walmart had some. I looked on my little Facebook Preemie group, and I believe they said Walmart has some. So I'm gonna check the shelves and see.
So if insurance isn't getting that, you need to let us know so we
Okay.
can help.
Okay.
Because she can't. She's gonna go from 24 calories back to 20.
22.
Back to 22. And that's gonna be a hit.
Okay.
Right? That's gonna be a negative hit for her. 24 pre-made.
Yeah, they called me. They got your script in, and they called me and said that the insurance just won't take it regardless. It has to be a specialty formula, which I was gonna see what you thought anyway, because she's been spitting up a lot. I wanted to see what her weight was looking like today versus last time you saw her, and maybe it's just normal spit up, but she's been spitting up. Or it may be acid reflux. I don't know. Because sometimes it's clear and bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see her like trying to elongate her air pipe, like just stretching back. Speed up, girl.
Yeah, we also talked about bumping her feeds up last time, remember?
To the 65 milliliters.
To the 66 is what we talked
Oh
about.
no, yeah, it's set to 65. That's what I've been doing, the 65. I didn't do 66.
Okay.
I thought it was 65.
So you have it at 65 and
Yes, on her pump.
Okay. Okay.
I forgot about that, yeah.
So you're doing 60.
Yeah, I think she was at the beginning of it, yeah, that's why I forgot about it, because she wasn't really tolerating, she was spit up.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know if she was too full or what, I don't know. But she's tolerating it now.
She did little.
Oh yeah. So yesterday we had an appointment with her developmental doctor, and she had her in the 5%. She was like 5 percentile on
Yeah,
the growth chart.
she's way down.
Yeah.
But she came out a little. She came out a bit early, right? So we know that she has a lot of catching up to do.
Mm-hmm.
Does she spit up with every feed?
No. But it's her nighttime feeds. And it's if I move her
Spitting up more
too
with her nighttime
soon.
feeds?
Yes. So, because sometimes I take my son to like his practice, and my husband will watch the baby. And I do take her room's upstairs. I take her downstairs, and my stairs kind of curve.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering, is she getting maybe dizzy or, with the transition from the handoff, maybe it's like riding a roller coaster or something.
So it's when she's manipulated at night or touched.
Yeah,
but
but
you
if
feed her
she's
mostly in this?
no, in her bed or in her
Got it.
swing
Got
to
it.
elevate her a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm noticing the feeds the spit ups are happening when she's transitioning. If she moves like from downstairs to upstairs, so I don't know if it's just the transition. Maybe we're walking too fast with her or twirling her. And
Daytime is a better time for her.
yes,
Okay.
she does. She has like little to no spit ups or reflux, anything.
Okay, so she's following the rules there. Okay, that doesn't make me want to go changing the formula around.
Okay.
During the day has the 24, are you getting it, is it a powder? Are you mixing it 24 calories per ounce?
4 scoops per 7 ounces of water.
You need to make some noise with insurance.
Okay. I just thought maybe it was just a no. Like,
Yeah, no, we can't. A no is not okay.
okay.
This is a G2 X23 week peanut, and she needs calories, and so we need to get our, I don't want to say claws out, but we need to make some noise and a defensive kind of like, what do we need to do to make this happen?
Okay.
Because a no is not okay.
Okay.
Because a no is going to put her in the hospital is what we need to be telling the insurance company.
Okay.
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 So, and we can, if we need to put in appeal or do whatever, I'd be happy to make that noise for you as well. But I'm not the one that needs to be making a majority of the noise. You need to be making some noise too, to let them know we're not okay with it now.
Okay. Okay, because I was fine with just buying it, but like you told me, it's not on the shelf, so you can't buy it.
And we can't concentrate it, right?
Yeah.
We can't concentrate it. We're stuck with the 22. So guess who gets more volume?
Right.
She does. And so we give her more volume on top of that, and like
she
I
can't tolerate
already
that.
probably want to tweak her a little bit more, even with a little bit more volume. To be honest with you, like I probably want to tweak her up a little bit more, like maybe by another 5%. So, you know, if she's at 65 now, times 0.05, 3.25, I'd probably go to 68.
Oh, okay. How often do I come back here? Can you get me on a weekly right now until we can get her?
Every week or two until we need.
Yeah,
get this
if you can, I'd rather do every week because I think that week break, sometimes some things happen and I'm just trying to self.
Because you were going to see Black. And
Yeah.
you were like, there were some things in the middle.
In between, yeah, but
yeah, and early childhood intervention is a thing.
They're not coming until the 30th. I've been waiting on them, so yeah.
ECI.
Yeah, I really want to see what her swallow study is doing because
on the 30th. And she takes that Nook fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And I'm doing her passy dips, and I really want to see a swallow study because
I'm kind of a little bit irritated by the fact that like I feel like some of that stuff like should have been teed up for you at discharge.
Yeah.
You should be, you know, you get all this care, and then all of a sudden you're on
your own and you don't know,
And then we gotta wait to get these people back involved. And
yeah, it's been a concern of mine. Yesterday, that's why I had an appointment here yesterday, but they popped something up on my calendar. I had never been to the office, never knew where I was going, why I was there. It was just a really weird appointment that I thought was from you guys that showed up in my text message. And I'm like, wait, I had that at 2 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. Turns out it was something they scheduled for me at the NICU and didn't notify me. And so I'm way out in Dallas at 1 o'clock.
got it.
And this was a developmental doctor. So I don't know. She said that they're kind of like ECI, but not because they do more of her stages, her milestones.
Yep.
And they kind of intervene, like see what she's not hitting and kind of get me geared towards whatever specialist that she would need. So they checked her growth. She all her motor skills and everything were really good. They told me her adjusted age was 2.5 months. Some things she was right on cue and other things she was advanced in as far as like she was advanced in what they call language right now for her. What I needed to work on was her tummy time. Her core strength is not as strong, but I never do put her on there because I was waiting. I told her I was waiting on some doctor to tell me. I don't know who to go to or who can tell me what to do and when to do it because the guys just kind of booted me out.
What about Lamont Nutrition?
I have not. Oh, Lamont Nutrition. I have an appointment with them. What's the matter? I have an appointment with them next week. Yeah, and we were just gonna kind of see what she need. Yeah, they had a little far out from last time we seen appointment.
If she comes out 4 months early on a regular curve, how you adjust that is you go so we're 6 months here.
Yes.
Okay. So now we go back to 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And at 2 months, this is where we're hanging out, right around here. Okay. So the adjusted, she's on the curve.
Okay.
Okay. Adjusted, she's on the curve. What I want to work on, look at the trend here. Look at everybody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the slant.
Okay.
Of the lines.
Versus where we are.
See her slant?
Yeah.
If she continues on that, everybody else has got a little higher slant than her. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and push, just get this up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
But this is not a one-man show.
Right.
Or a woman show. This is a multiple, an X23 weeker with G-tube surgery, early childhood intervention, Lamont, GI. Like you need,
so many
you need
parts.
multiple players in there.
Yeah, but I need them active in the game as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm just sitting here for weeks, just not knowing what's going on.
Part of that responsibility goes to you to make noise about that, right? Goes to you to make noise about some of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm listening to what you're saying and I'm trying to speed things up. But if like we haven't, oh there you go. Can she come next Wednesday, 3/29 at 7:30? I'll see her myself. You'll see the head of Lamont Nutrition.
3:29.
Mm-hmm.
That's a day earlier than the 3:30.
But they're seeing you in person. They're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a video.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be there.
So like we're gonna get you this appointment with Frisco Feeding Therapy, right? And I'm gonna reach out to them too and say, like, I'd rather this happen sooner rather than later. I don't want her to get in the back of the line. The minus part is, just like me, I'm an outsider calling, right? Just like you, we're outsiders calling into their organization saying, hey, can she be seen sooner? I think my voice would be heard a little bit more than a family or a parent, and that's why I'm gonna make a phone call, especially. But
I don't mind making the noise. I just didn't know. I thought this was whatever's given to me is what I have to take.
The other thing I would do, this is a good tip for anything, is that the morning of every morning I would call and I would say, hey, were there any cancellations today? I have an appointment on the 29th.
Yeah,
I could be there today. Because guess what? People cancel all the time. And they'll cancel the day of, 2 hours before, and people have already set up work and all the things, and lots of people can't make it.
Right.
But if you say, hey, like, there's no point in you having an empty slot, I can be there. People will be like, okay.
Okay.
So that's another way to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let me go figure out. My assistant's going to come in here and figure out some things with respect to the formula.
Okay.
Because I think that's priority number one. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you next week.
You.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. And your primary will be getting all of these notes. So the primary is the center of this hub.
Okay.
Of the wheel. I'm one of the spokes of it. Right? A big spoke, but I'm one of the spokes. But we all need to be working together to make sure she's going off to college and doing all the things.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Nice to see you, Mom. I'll see you next week.
Well, it is what it is. It's not bad news. It's just that he ain't playing games, and he's like, it's time for you to ring the alarm. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Let me go. The assistant's gonna come here. I don't think I need to bother y'all with that. Yeah, it's 9 minutes. You basically heard the gist of everything in the plan. And we just gotta get her bigger. And the formula's out of stock on the shelves. My breast milk is not potent enough. So I don't know. G2 babies are supposed to get formula through insurance, but my insurance is like, no, because it's over the counter. So I was like, well, change your freaking formula, get a prescription. So he wrote me a prescription for her regular formula, but they came back again and said, no, it's still a OTC thing. We're not budging on that. So I'm going to call him again and do what he said do, and see if, my pushback will help. And if not, I'm going to be driving around Dallas, Texas looking for her formula in powder form. See you guys in the next clip. Hey, y'all. Just came back to end the vlog. I'm waking up, trying to get myself ready this morning. There's Tana Bear. She's very upset for some reason. She's crying like crazy right now. Really not sure what all that's about, but every time her pacifier comes out, she yells to the top of her lungs. Really not sure what's going on with her, but I'm just sitting here trying to be sure she's okay. So yeah, let me wrap up the video. I want to talk about her doctor's visit yesterday, because I got a polite cuss out. That's what we call them here in the South, cuss outs. But I got a stern talking to from her doctor, which made complete sense. And y'all, I'm a first time mom. I had Mason since we had custody of Mason since he was 3. I got to start keeping Mason when he was about 9 months old. His dad would get him on weekend visitation weekends, and so that's the most parenting I've done when it comes to having a child in your home. Other than like babysitting for the weekend while my cousins do something or whatever, but like having a child in my home for extended time, that's the most I have. So sometimes I don't think it's my first time, because I've had Mason, y'all, what's this, 8 years now? And so, I forget that this is my very first time actually having a child, from giving birth until whenever. So a lot of things that I'm messing up on and I don't realize, I'm not being hard on myself because I just don't know, but I am, in the same breath, I am being hard on myself because I feel like I should know, right? Or I should have an instinct, like a killer instinct as a mom, to know these things and do these things. So I need to get better on that. That's what I'm working on, getting better with my mommy instinct, if you will. So basically, there's so many moving parts to the treatment for Santana. And if I keep looking back, I'm sorry, y'all. She's just not having a good morning. She's kicking and screaming and her feet is going. So I'm just wondering, like, what's up? But I'm just trying to be sure she's okay. But yeah, so basically, okay, yeah. She's a G2 baby, which means her formula is to be paid for through what they call a DME. I don't even know what the initials mean, y'all. They call it DME. That's a popular term with preemies, is DME. And the DME that brought me the pump and trained me at the hospital told me that my formula, everything's going to come to my door. He just brought me kind of like what I needed now to room in. And then everything is supposed to come to my door. I'll get our formula, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, fine. Well, they sent me home with a couple of cans of formula. So I really wasn't tripping. I was just waiting, on my mail. And I kept getting supplies with no formula. So I called the guy like, hey, I'm running low on formula. I'm about to go buy another can, but I need you guys to send it. He's like, oh, why didn't they send it? So he said, I'll call you back tomorrow. Excuse me, and let you know why or what's going on. But we can try. I can bring you some. I can drive you some over there. If they haven't figured out whatever they're doing. He was like, it's probably a paperwork thing. Okay. So then he calls back the next day. He's like, oh, your insurance doesn't provide formula because it's over the counter. You need a prescription for it. And so when I got to this doctor that y'all see in the previous clips office, he's her GI doctor. So he's like, I don't understand that. I'm gonna make you a prescription for the formula then, because I can write you a prescription for aspirin. Like, that shouldn't matter. She's a G2 baby. She needs the food. Let me just give you the prescription and send it in. So he gives me a prescription, and his office gives it to my DME. And saying, hey, this baby needs her formula. They call me again after they get the prescription saying, no, it's over the counter. The insurance, we don't provide formula for over the counter. And so I was just like, whatever. I went and bought the formula. I don't, y'all, cans of milk is $20. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Thank God that I'm fortunate enough to have $20 to feed my baby whenever I need to. That I was just not tripping on that. But what happened was, y'all know that there's a baby formula shortage out, and so I buy up her cans of milk, and then I go to the store when it's time to re-up or almost time, nothing. And so I did find a liquid form of pre-mixed formula. Some come in powder, some come in liquid. Santana is supposed to be on the powder form because I have to up her calorie intake. They're trying to make her gain weight quickly, or she gains weight really slow. So I have to up her calorie intake. So the instructions on the back of your can, I cannot follow with her milk. I have to add more scoops in to make her calorie intake from 22 calories to 24 calories. So I have to add, like, I don't even know what the instructions say. I've never read them on the can because they gave me a guide, a laminated sheet to let me know this is how to make 24 calories, 26 calories, so I'm just ready to go and never, in the dark about how to mix her formula. Well, that pre-made formula, you can't up the calorie intake. And my breast milk calories even less than the 22. I think they said my breast milk is like 20 calories or something like that. It's even less. So that's just like only giving to her for nutritional purposes. But to get her where she needs to be in her weight gain, she needs that formula, and she needs it formulated to 24 calories. So while I'm waiting to go see her GI doctor, which was what you guys seen in the previous clips, I just bought the liquid. There was the only thing on the shelves. I was trying to look around and find her powder formula, but you know how that goes. Well, you probably know, but searching for formula is very difficult right now. So I'm looking up stores. Everybody's out. 3-day shipping is what I could get from some stores on like Walmart online or something. It's just been bad. And so when it got as bad as it did, which was recently, I went ahead and to our GI doctor and let him know. Because he was like, she's gaining weight, so I'm not mad about it, but she's not gaining weight as quickly as she should to continue on her growth progression. So it's good that she's not losing weight. So good job, Mom. But it's bad that she's not gaining that steady weight every so often as a growing baby. And there's no magic number, he was telling me. It's just that she needs a steady rate of growing. She can't just grow and stop and then go stagnant and then grow and stop. She needs to grow every so often, or whatever, weekly we'll say. She needs to be gaining so many ounces per week. And so he was like, so I said, well, I don't know what to do. There's no formula on the shelves. Like, you told me that was going to happen. The people keep denying me. He's like, why do they keep denying you? And he said, you need to be calling them. I can only do so much. You need to get on that phone with your insurance and let them know if you do not supply formula for this baby like you do all G2 babies, you're going to have a bigger problem, because then she's going to be admitted into the hospital, having to gain weight, and just stay there. And so you can either pay for cans of formula or you can pay for hospital stay. Y'all figure it out. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that I could call the insurance and say that. I thought that there were set rules in place that, and this is just my ignorance, you guys. I thought there were set rules in place. We do pay for this, we don't pay for that. That's always been how I've dealt with insurance. They tell me yes or they tell me no, and I move on. Well, the nursing, my doctor's assistant was like, after my appointment, she just came in because y'all was so discouraged. I wasn't emotional, but I was just like, I'm in a learning process. I'm in a twilight zone. It's a lot of things going on with this. I got 5 or 6 different doctors, and it's a lot, y'all. I'm dealing with a lot, and y'all can see I barely get any sleep. Like, it's just so much to keep up with. And it's because she's the preemie. Like, it's just a lot. It's not like taking your baby home and just being sleep deprived from bottle feeding, or she had a fussy night. It's like being sleep deprived from bottle feeding or tube feeding and a fussy night, and all these different doctors pulling in all these different directions. You don't know what your day is gonna look like. You don't know what your day is gonna look like. From time to time, you can make a calendar. They'll put an appointment on there for you. Her feed is about to start beeping, so I'm down here by her pump. But yeah, so it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I didn't know we needed to be here. Now the things that I had lined up, I have to go move around and reschedule. But luckily, doctors that take care of preemies are very flexible. They do understand that there are things that come up and you do have to be flexible. But when he told me that, I was like, yeah, why am I not beating down the door with my insurance? Like, hey, I pay y'all every month. Like, you need to be covering her because she needs to eat. There's no food on the shelves. Like, and I have a machine that she has to eat through. So clearly she should be eligible, right? And that just didn't click in my head. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? So his assistant was really helpful because she came in. She was like, girl, I know he told you to go home and make some noise, but I'm going to do that for you. You are stressed out enough. I know you are. She was like, with all you have going on, I'm going to call for you on your behalf, and I'm going to be sure you get that formula, because I know for a fact that, formula is given to all G2 babies. You don't need no paperwork or a prescription. You don't need any of that. You just need a G2 baby, and you have one. So you shouldn't have to jump through hoops, beat down doors. No. She was like, don't do that. Go home and take care of your baby. Get some rest, and I'm going to be calling you today. I was like, thank God. So she called me like, there we go. When I got up the street, she called me and she was like, so I called your DME and he said that the DME company, the medical supply company, doesn't provide formula, not your insurance. I wanted to hit the roof. Like, I was driving. I had to be mindful. Because I'm like, that man told me twice that they've denied me because of my insurance. And I've been going months, thinking that I've been buying formula, whatever. And like I said, it's okay because I had, the money to. It's the shortage that threw me off. And so she said, no, call your insurance and get the companies, the DME companies that actually provide the formula, because the one that they gave you in the NICU, which the NICU decided for me who my company was. I never met these people before. They were just telling me, hey, these people are bringing your supplies, meet them here this day, and they're going to train you. So I never got to research companies. I never got to go through any of this because I just had no idea. And so, yeah, she had me call my insurance, which I did. I called them and they gave me 4 different companies. She said it's several that provide formula, but she'll give me 4 that she knows that don't give people any problems. They have fast shipping, not a lot of paperwork, you know. And so the number one that I called, I wrote down all the 4. The number one that I called got it done just like that quickly. Only thing is now is they take a 10-day process start to finish to get the milk to your door. But they're going to send me her food monthly. Her cases will be coming to me in the mail monthly. So it's just a 10-day processing to kick it off, because it's like they got to go through the insurance, get approval. They got to go through the doctor to get the approval. So it's a lot of different things. So my doctor's assistant called and was like, I'm going to handle everything and I'm trying to speed them up. And in the process, she was like, I'm going to send you some cans from a company that we work with, you know, here, that just gives us cans to give out as starters for parents. And so she was like, if I had some here, I would have let you leave with some, but we don't have that kind of formula she takes. So she was like, I'm going to call the company and then they can get you some like ASAP. That way you can get through this 10-day period and we won't have any more drama. But y'all, so long story long, and I'm priming her food. I don't know if y'all know that I have to prime her food down into her, you know, from the leftover feed or whatever. I have to prime it through until the end of it. So that's what I'm doing now. But yeah, long story long, like, just if y'all are out here, ask questions. And that's in anything, not if you have a preemie baby. And a lot of things, I'm not as sharp as I used to be because I'm no longer working. I am a very type A, sharp, very articulate. There's so many levels to me when it comes to taking care of things and knowing things. I like to be smart. I like to read. I like to learn. I want to know things. And when all of this went down in October, when I just randomly gave birth out of nowhere, and she was so little, like, my life took a turn, y'all. That's why I cannot even sit and do my labor and delivery story, because it's just so emotional. There are so many moving parts to this that I cannot just wait to let you guys know, like, how incompetent I have become as a person, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, as a stepmom, like as a friend, as a daughter. Oh my God, it's a lot, y'all. Oh, I'm getting emotional. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, because that's why, okay, so yeah, that's why I haven't done the labor and delivery story, because every time I think about this stuff, y'all, I just get so emotional. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot, especially when we have our business going on. We're still fighting it. You know, that lady that's in my father-in-law's, my deceased father-in-law's house. Like, it's just so much that I go through, and to miss things for my baby is just crazy. But let me get off here, y'all, because this wasn't the time for all of that. But anyway, I said that to say, stay on top of things, no matter how hard things get. Just be sure that you're doing everything you can. And if you're not, make sure, or if you're not, if you are going through things and they're not shaping up like they should be, or something seems wrong, ask questions. That's the one thing I didn't do, is just took no for an answer and kept it pushing. Ask questions and, you know, talk to other people, talk to these different providers, or, you know, in any other facet of life. Like, just talk to other people, ask them, get advice. Like, you're only hurting yourself and others around you if you don't speak up, or just do your due diligence across the board to be sure that you are in the know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking